I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more. Penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes life endurable. I can bear the torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window into the squalid street below. Do not think from my slavery to morphine that I am a weakling or a degenerate. When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death. Broad Pacific. The Great War was then at its very beginning, when our supercargo fell victim to a German sea raider. Our crew got treated with all the fairness and consideration due us as naval prisoners. So liberal was the discipline of our captors that 5 days after, I managed to escape alone in a small boat. No island or coastline was in sight. The weather kept fair, and for uncounted days I drifted aimlessly. I began to despair in my solitude upon the heaving vastnesses of unbroken blue. The change happened whilst I slept. There was nothing within hearing and nothing in sight, save a vast reach of black slime. Yet the very completeness of the stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear. There was no logic to anything I was experiencing. The region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying fish and of other less describable things which I saw protruding from the nasty mud of the unending plain. I could not detect the faintest noise of the surging ocean. The sun was blazing down from a sky which seemed to me almost black. On the third morning, I found the soil dry enough to walk upon with ease. The odor of the fish was maddening, but I was too much concerned with graver things to mind so slight an evil. All day I forged steadily westward, guided by a faraway hummock, which rose higher than any other elevation on the rolling desert. By the fourth evening, I attained the base of the mound, which turned out to be much higher than it had appeared from a distance. Too weary to ascend, I slept in the shadow of the hill. I know not why my dreams were so wild that night. In the glow of the moon, I saw how unwise I had been to travel by day. Without the glare of the parching sun, I now felt quite able to perform the ascent which had deterred me at sunset.